Yes, you are right. The expectations are so high in Finland. Nowadays, I am doing too much interview with the IT companies. Even the entry-level jobs, they want too much things. You are right. Everywhere there are too much job advertisement, but the expectations are so high. They want so skillful people. Every company wants the so skillful people, but it's so hard to find job in Finland, especially in the IT area. But you are right, too much opportunities there are in Finland. I can start with the first question. Generally, our friends are in the junior in the IT area. They are some of them continue to the boot camps, some of them finish the boot camps, but they have job experience in the other areas, and they are trying to find job in IT area. They are changing their career to the IT area. What do you advise to these junior IT professionals? What can they do?
It's an excellent question, and it's a very important one because I think the world of IT, regardless of the country, needs a lot of newcomers, and then at the same time, the world of IT is not making it very easy to enter that. It's not Finland only, but it's very many other countries. That the companies require a lot of expertise and know-how. And it's just one of those elements that one has to sort of assess and start doing one's best. But my guidance, I would say that it's a bit of a mixed approach that I would utilize. The boot camps are very good. Then on top of that, there's different ways of demonstrating one's skills, using a little bit of GitHub perhaps to share a little bit of the code that one is doing. Is if one is developing software, for example, the different languages or frameworks that one is using, using Udemy or Coursera courses, or similar ones, doing different certificates. So in essence, adding on the skills and demonstrating it. So that's kind of like, I think that's the key, and I think you know that quite well. I'm sure, because you've decided, many of you have decided to take the brave step to move away from your traditional profession, occupation, and start looking for jobs in the IT area. When it comes to then sort of the best way, of course, of learning, it's to find actual employment, and start the work as an IT, be that junior system specialist or a junior software developer or engineer or such like, and of course, that's recommended. But then how to land that first job, can be sometimes a bit of a, if you like, a headache. And I would approach the topic trying to understand the best of, kind of like the opportunities out there. So besides doing that, learning of new skills continuously and developing the skills and joining in these types of networks and these types of events that we're having now, and etc. I would look at the job market in terms of identify opportunities that one can work for example, from the location you're in. That's one way. There's different remote jobs. They're not in very big numbers, but still there's more and more of these small gig economy taking place, whereby one can contribute to a company doing a smaller tasks, but also then start to reach out to, if it's for the case Finland, for example, that one would be wanting to work for and perhaps locate at some point, then identify those roles that one would want to work for and think about what level are their skills requirements, what types of languages, frameworks, cloud skills needed, and etc. And learn, use different courses online, all sorts of different Slack discussions, other materials to gain those skills accumulatively. Sorry, difficult word. And start communicating also towards different companies who are hiring into these roles, and using, for example, LinkedIn is a good way of communicating. I know that it can be hard to get the sort of the answer and the replies from the recruiters and hiring managers, in another country, because there's always the questions of relocations and etc. But it's something that one can start building, and again doing that gradually. I think it's a case of doing many things kind of like at the similar time. I think there's no shortcut into the case into expertise, for example. But yes, trying to be positive and realistic at the same time. Yeah.